Success means something different to everyone, but one thing is clear: it shapes the way we live, grow, and inspire others. On this channel, we will explore the mindset, strategies, and habits that turn dreams into reality. And in this specific tutorial, we will discover how we can create powerful online presence. And this online presence starts with creating a powerful LinkedIn account. So if you want to know how you can do this, make sure to subscribe to our channel and make sure to watch this tutorial to the end. Without any further delay, let's get into it. So this is my LinkedIn profile page, and if you want to create a powerful account, you first need to make the cover of the book attractive. And by the cover of the book, I mean your profile picture. Your profile picture needs to have three major important features. The first one is that it needs to have monocolor background, like white background or black background, and I prefer the white one. The second one is that you need to dress formally. The third one is that you need to have your facial expressions clear enough. So if you don't have a photo which is ready and has all these features within, then you need to create one. And by creating one, I mean, of course, using AI. So grab your favorite picture and let's do how we can do this and turn it into a formal one. I'm going to do this by using one of my most favorite websites, which is Canva. It's one of my favorite websites because it contains so many options that you can use to help and enhance your online presence. You can create CVs with it, you can create videos, photos, logos, and anything you can even imagine. Canva is all in one platform. So I'm going to go to apps, then choose photo editing. Now I'm going to pick AI headshot maker. Then you can use in existing design or use in new design. I'm going to choose use in new design. Then I'm going to choose whiteboard. Now we need to upload an image which we want to convert into a professional one. So I'm going to choose this image. Then I'm going to choose the aspect ratio 3:4, gender is man. Then I'm going to choose one of these styles. I'm going to search for one which is called LinkedIn. Here it is. And now I'm going to click on generate, but before clicking on generate, you can see that the free trial of Canva will only give you 1 out of 1 credit, so you must use it wisely unless you are going to upgrade. And in case you want to upgrade, you can click on view pricing, where you will be able to check the best plan for you. So we have here 3 plans, one which is free, one which is payment per month, and the third one which is payment for a year, and this is almost half the price of the monthly one. So now I'm going to click on generate and see the result. And voila, we have our image ready. So I'm going to click on add to design. And now I'm going to remove the background. If you want to do this, you can double click on it and choose smart crop. But it did not remove the background, so we are going to use PG remover, but this is going to be for payment or for subscription, so you will need to subscribe. So I'm going to introduce other free websites that can do this in case you don't want to pay money for it. Then I'm going to expand this image and download it from share, then clicking on download once more. Then I'm going to open this image. Then I'm going to use the edit button. Then I'm going to crop to the dimensions of the image itself to remove this white background. and click on save. Once more, I just missed little white on the on above and below. Okay, like this, and click on save. Now we have our image, but we also have a background. So if you want to remove this background, you will need to use other applications which will help you to do this for free. So I'm going with a website which is called expert.com with E at the end of expert, not like the normal word expert. There is an E at the end. Then I'm going to the design sources or tools, and I'm going to pick the design tools. Then I'm going to use background remover, and now I'm going to select the image I downloaded. Then I'm going to give it a couple of seconds, and here we are. So now you can download this image with full HD version, and by opening this image you can see that it has been downloaded successfully, and here you have your image ready. So what can you do if you find that this kind of image looks more like a cartoon or more like AI generated? There is another option that you can do, which is to skip the step of Canva and to just immediately upload the image that you are interested in. I'm going to pick this image that I used in Canva before, and you can see that it has did the same result as well, and you can again download the HD version of this image and use it. And of course I would like to recommend two things. The first one is that don't do these steps unless you don't have an image ready, because the ready images look more normal and look seems like of higher quality. And I'm going to show you one image so that you can know what I'm talking about. So you can see that this is a normal image, there is no AI. You can see that it's completely normal and it's very clear. It's very my facial expressions looks very clear in it, so I don't have to make all these steps that I did before. But you shall do these steps in the only case and only if you don't have such an image. So these steps will save you some other steps, but it will be like option B, not option A. So if you don't like this step, or if you don't like this solution to have a ready image captured by a professional camera, then you can do the exact steps that I told you, and you can use one of your images. Then you can use Canva to convert it to AI, or you can just directly remove the background in case you are at least wearing something uniform but the background is not monocolored. And if you are going to do this solution, I would like to advise to use an image in which your upper half body only appears in it, because if it's like this your face will not be very clear. But you need to pick an image in which only your upper part or your upper body appears in it. So you have three options. The first one is to use a ready image. The second one is to use an image with while you are dressed formally but without monocolored background, and only what you need to do is to just remove the background. The third option is to use a completely normal image in which you didn't wear any formal clothing and you don't have monocolored background. Then you will need to first convert it into a formal picture using Canva. Then you need to remove the background using expert with E at the end.com. So this is the first step in creating an appealing and attractive profile on LinkedIn. The second part is to create an attractive cover image, as we did by creating an attractive profile image, and this is done by picking an image which expresses your profession, and you can use a free image which is available online. You can download it and use it. But to do this solution, you need to choose or to make sure about two things first. The first one is that this image doesn't have any copyrights, because if you use something with copyrights, you are making your profile susceptible to being banned. The second one is to use an image with the right dimensions, and we will do both right now. So the first solution to pick free or non-protected or non-copyright image is to use one of the online websites like Unsplash. Unsplash provide a full gallery for images with all the types you would even imagine, and they are not copyrighted. They are completely free to use. So I'm going to search for rig, because I'm a petroleum engineer, so I would like the image of a rig. So I'm going to pick this first result, and I'm going to click on download free, and now it has been downloaded. The second thing is that I need to adjust the dimensions. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT about the right dimensions for a cover image for LinkedIn, then adjust it. So I'm going to write, what is the optimum dimensions for a cover image on LinkedIn? So the right dimensions are 1584 multiplied by 396 pixels. So I'm going to open a site which is called I Love Image, and I'm going to choose resize image. Then I'm going to select the image I have downloaded shortly, then I'm going to copy and paste the dimensions. And before doing this, I need to cancel maintain aspect ratio, because this means that it will keep changing both dimensions to fit with the original dimensions of the image. I want it to be specific dimensions in the width and height dimensions. So then I'm going to click on resize images. Then I'm going to click on download, and I'm going to see the result. So this is the final result that you can use on your LinkedIn account. So now we have created profile picture and cover image. Next step is to adjust the profile language and the public profile URL. So the profile language is preferred to be English, because English is the common language worldwide, and all people around the world, or nearly all the people around the world, understand English. So whichever company you're applying for and whichever opportunity you seek, the HR or the hiring manager will be able to understand your profile. Otherwise, you are risking to be eliminated from a vast majority of opportunities and companies. The second option is the public profile and URL. So I have adjusted my profile like this, but if you are still new to LinkedIn, you will find that your LinkedIn account or your title or your URL is very long, and it will not fit inside your CV. If you want to copy and paste it into your CV, you will find that it will be technically or practically not suitable. So you will need to adjust it from this pen icon, then then click again on this icon and change this final part into a part that is not used by other users but still short. Now we will adjust the title. So the title represents your profession and what you are doing at the right moment. So you will need to place two things on it. The first one is your position, and the second one is the company at which you work. And if you are working for more than one company, or more, or if you're having more than one profession, like working in a company and at night, or working as a freelancer or at another company, you can just click on this pen icon. Then between different professions, you just need to place this special character. Then write the second opportunity. Next is these four options. The first one is open to, and the open to means that you are open to something like finding a job if you are seeking a specific opportunity, or hiring if you are a hiring manager and you are seeking employees or candidates for a job opportunity. Next is providing services, in case you are working as a freelancer and you are providing services in a specific niche. The fourth one is finding volunteer opportunities, which is basically the same as finding a new job, but it will not be for money or in exchange for money, or you won't get a salary, but it's going to be something like charitable, or serving a specific cause that you believe in. The second option is add profile section, and in add profile section you can see all the sections that you can add to the profile. So LinkedIn divides them into three major parts. The first one is the core, which are the sections that you shall and you must fill in your profile, otherwise it will not be a complete profile. The second one is recommended, which makes your profile looks more powerful, but it's not a must. And the third one is additional, which is less important than the first two options. So in core you can see that there is education, where have you got your degree. The second one is add position, any opportunity that you worked for. The third one is services, in case you are working as a freelancer. The fourth one is career break, in case you got or you spent like a year or 2 years having a break from your career because of any issues or any problems or any circumstances. The fifth option is the fifth section is add skills, and in skills you add all the skills, or all the things that you are skillful at, like presentation skills, like communication skills, negotiation skills, and you may also add some technical skills which may depend on your specific job. So if you are working as a graphic designer, for example, you can write programming skills, for example, and so on and so forth. So the second section is the recommended section, and in this section you can see that there are some sections like featured, like licenses and certifications, which shows all the certifications that you got after specific accomplishment or after a specific course. The third one is projects, which shows all the projects you have accomplished. The fourth one is courses, which shows all the courses you have taken, and we will talk specifically about this point and how you can upgrade yourself and educate yourself and develop yourself by taking courses. We will talk about some good platforms through which you can take courses, even some of them for free. The fourth section is recommendations. The third part, which is the additional sections, and in this section you can see volunteer experience, if you worked in a specific place without having a salary in return, like student activities, for example, during being in a university. The second one is publications, in case you had any papers published or any research or any kind of publications. The third one is patents, in case you discovered a specific invention. The fourth one is honors and awards, in case you participated in a specific competition and you won. The fifth one is test scores, in case you achieved or you accomplished any tests like IELTS and TOEFL, for example. The next section is languages, which shows the languages that you are native at and that you are skillful at and proficient and fluent at, and so on and so forth. The next one is organizations, which shows all the organizations you worked for. The final one is causes, which is all the causes that you believe in and you support. Next section is enhance profile, and this is like marketing for to enroll for the paid version of LinkedIn, and it tells you that you will get many other privileges, like for example that you will be able to unlock all the profile viewers that saw your profile, and there are two ways so that you can see these viewers. The first one is by unlocking this option from your settings, but if you did this the same way as you will be able to see the viewers who will take a look at your profile, if you looked at anyone's profile you will also be seen by this person. However, if you enrolled or if you signed up for the premium version of LinkedIn, you will be able to see their profiles and to see who viewed your profile without being seen when you view other person's profile. Next is the resources, and in resources you will be able to send your profile in a message to a recruiter or even save it as a PDF. So if we tried this option, for example, you can see that it will turn your page on LinkedIn into a CV like this. So these were the options below the occupation or the title. The next part is analytics, and in analytics you can see some important reports about your profile. So these analytics are weekly, they are renewed every week. So I got 21 profile views this week. I got 1 post impression this week because I'm not actively posting on LinkedIn, and the third one is 23 search appearances this week. The next option is the about option. So in the about option you can see that it's the section in which the main characteristics or the main accomplishments or basically who you are. This section tells any recruiter or anyone who views your profile who you really are in short words, and since they are short words you need to be very selective while writing it. So if you want to create this about section it will be good for you, and if you don't then there is an alternative which is using AI. But when using AI you need to be careful because you need to be specific about this about section. So for example, if I just randomly wrote an order on ChatGPT telling him create an objective and about section for my LinkedIn account. So now it started writing some strange things. It wrote that I'm a senior software engineer, which is not true. It's writing I have a broken record of building scalable high performance solutions and driving innovative in complex technical environments. I don't even understand what this is or what he means because simply I'm not a software engineer. This is why you need to specify some information for ChatGPT before randomly asking him to write an about section for you. Otherwise your profile will be chaotic, and the cover of the book that we talked about at the beginning of this tutorial will just be messy, and since it's messy people will not give you time to read the rest of your profile, so you need to give it more attention. So if you don't want to write it yourself, you just need to place some specific details to ChatGPT so that it can write this about section professionally. You need 3 pieces of information: who you are, what you are good at, and what you are seeking. So if you took a look about my about section you will find who I am. I am an IWCF certified drilling and workover supervisor. What I'm good at, I have a proven experience in managing and leading operations, and so on and so forth. Then what I am seeking driving continuous improvement and maintaining the high standards of safety, and so on and so forth. So I placed the 3 main components of a successful about section. So I'm going to write to ChatGPT, I am a petroleum engineer, I am good at running rig site and leadership skills. I am seeking working in an international company, for example. Now write an updated about section, and now it will start writing something on target. So it said I am dedicated petroleum engineer with strong expertise in rig site operations, workover and well intervention activities. Then it started writing some other accomplishments, and then it wrote at the end, I'm seeking opportunities to contribute my skills. The problem is this answer is very long, so I'm going to ask it to shorten it. Now it said who I am, then it said what I am good at, then it said what I am seeking. So this one is amazing and professional, so you can copy it and use it in your about section. Next is the activity, and in activity you will be able to post like what you are posting in social media in general, like Facebook and Instagram for example, but the difference is that you will just post professional posts, which means that if you enrolled for a specific conference or a specific meeting or a specific project and you made a meeting or you made an accomplishment, then you will be able to post such posts. For example, if I went to my homepage, you can see that people are celebrating accomplishments in their career path, like a certificate of accomplishment of something, like specific milestones in specific accomplishments in their career. So you can see how these posts look like, and this is what you need to fill your activity with. You need to fill it with professional posts that involve your career life and not your personal life, as well as accomplishments and enrollment for important events related to your industry. Next is the experience section, and this is one of the most important sections, or if not the most important on LinkedIn. In the experience section, you need to place all the jobs that you worked in your career life. So if I clicked on add position, for example, you can see that it will ask you about the title of the position, what you worked, the employment type, whether it was full-time, part-time, or whatever the type is. It will ask you about the company or organization you worked for, and it will ask you whether you're currently working in this role or not. If we uncheck this, you will find start date of your work and end date. If we checked this, you will find that only start date is activated. And if you are working as this most recent job, you will need to end your current position because you are posting a new job that you currently work. And if I uncheck this, this option will also vanish. So if you are working the two jobs concurrently, leave this one unchecked. Next is the location of the organization. Next is the location type, whether it's on-site or remote or hybrid. And next, the description. And in description, you need to insert something that resembles and looks like the description you insert in your CV. You need to insert what your role is, what your responsibilities are, what are the accomplishments you made while working in this role. Next is the profile headline, which will appear here. And since it's my most recent job, it asked me about this question. However, if it's any other type of jobs that is not the most recent, it will not ask me to fill this headline, to fill this headline, because another job will be my recent job, not this one. And if you want, you can also add like where did you find the job, the skills you acquired in this job, and any media like any certificates of accomplishment or certificates of honor or any type of images that may reinforce the description of this experience. Finally, you can also enable this notification button so that your network will know that you worked in a new job or in a new organization, so that they can celebrate with you. So this is the experience section. Next section is the education, where you got your degree. So if we clicked on the @ sign, you will find options like the same before. What was the school, what is the degree, bachelor, master's degree, PhD, whatever, the field of study at which you got your degree, the start date and end date, the grade you accomplished, and the activities you did while taking your grade, then the description of this grade, and finally any skills and media associated with this grade. So the next section is the licenses and certificates, and you need to get, and you won't be able to write any certificate or insert any license in here unless you have credential, and by credential I mean serial number for the certificate you got. So if I clicked on this plus sign, you will be asked the name of the program, the organization which gave you the certificate, the issue date and the expiration date. So if you left the credential ID, it will be doubtful that you didn't get this credit. However, if you got the credential ID and the credential URL, you are proving that you got this certificate and that you are a certified person in this specific type of skill. And before going down, I forgot to tell you about your contact information. Of course, you need to update it, but I'm not going to open this one because it's kind of personal, but you need just to click on contact information and update all the information about your email, your phone number, and your location and things like this, which will help recruiters to reach you whenever they need, so that they can notify you or tell you that you are accepted in a specific opportunity. Next is the projects, and in projects you will be able to insert any project you have accomplished or enrolled for, or even being a small part in. So you need to just insert the project name, the description, the skills associated with this project, the media that proves anything about this project, and you can also, as we did before, insert the start date, the end date, even add contributors if you didn't do this project on your own, and associated with which thing or what or which part of your LinkedIn profile. Next is the volunteering experience, and in volunteering experience you insert all the job rules or all the rules that you worked at without having salary. You just worked at it because it serves a cause that you support, like for example student activities and like research organizations in your university or associated with your company. You are working for these type of entities because you believe in what they do and what they provide, and not because you are seeking salary. So if I clicked on the @ sign, you will be able again to insert the same exact details that we did before, like organization, rule, cause, and here you can see that there is a cause, as I told you before, because of course you will not be working for money, then it will be for a cause, otherwise you will not do this job. So you can pick a cause that is associated with this type of volunteering job or volunteering experience. Next part is the skills, and in skills you will be able to insert any skills you acquired during working or during studying, like presentation skills, negotiation skills, communication skills, and these things. And if you want to add a skill, you can click on this plus sign, where you will be able to add the skill and link it with some with something on your profile. You can also see that there are suggested skills that are dependent on my profile based on the description I placed in my jobs and in my title. So it just read all this information and tries to suggest some topics to or some skills to include in your skill section. Next part is the courses part, and this part includes all the courses that you have taken, whether it's technical or non-technical. And in order to add, you can click on the plus sign, write the course name, the number of the course, and associated with what exactly. And this is where I want to move to another sites which will help you to take courses. And I'm going to mention two main platforms that I believe they are two of the most important and effective platforms when it comes to self-developing and to help you with this matter. So the first one is Coursera. So I'm going to write Coursera and start exploring this site with you. I'm just going to sign up or sign in to my account, then I'm going to be back for you. So after signing in, you will be able to access different courses on Coursera. So if we go to this search bar, you can write anything you want and you will find linked courses or related courses to this skill. Otherwise, you can just head to the explore drop down menu and you will find that it classified the courses into more than one classification. The first one is based on your rule, so it classifies it based on different rules or different jobs. The second one is categories of the courses itself. So basically this is the same as rules, but it's two faces for a coin. The rules are the jobs themselves, while the categories are the type of course itself. So for example, if you want a business course, this is technically like choosing project manager rule or something like this. If you are searching for data science category, you are like choosing the rule of a data scientist or data analyst, and so on and so forth. The third classification is earn a professional certificate, and in this categorization it only keeps or picks the courses that have certificate at the end of them. The fourth classification is an online degree, and it depends on the degree itself, whether it's bachelor, master, or postgrad. And these degrees are not only one course, but it's a collective of courses that will get you a degree at the end. The fifth classification is the trending skills, and these are the skills that most people recently search for and apply for. And the final classification is prepare for a certification exam like TOEFL and IELTS, and this will help you to just prepare for the exam without taking the exam itself. So let's just pick one of these courses. We may go to business, for example, or data science, and see the type of courses there. So at the top you can see the analysis of the search result. You can see that there are 228 credentials or certificates, 14 online degrees, and 1,313 different courses. So if I went down here, you can see that it also distribute or classify the main skill, which is the data science, into smaller skills like machine learning, artificial intelligence, applied machine learning, and so on and so forth. So if you want something generic, you can just keep your search like this. You can see the classification suggested by Coursera, like the most popular courses in the section, the trending courses, or the online degrees. Otherwise, you will need to go to all results and pick one of them. And before picking, you can, as we can see, that we have 1,313 different courses. So of course you will not search for all these courses, but you need some filtration. So you can go to this filtration on the left and start picking some things that you want to include in your search results. So for example, in language, I only understand the English language, so it will not be wise to choose a Spanish course because I will not understand anything, or I will suffer to translate it. So I'm going to pick the English courses only, which are 1,863 different courses. Then the learning product, you can see that there are different products in here. You can apply for project, apply for course. So if I'm interested in course, I'm going to pick courses. Now you got 1353 different results, which are all English included. The level, I'm going to pick something beginner since I don't have any experience in the data science. The duration, I'm going to pick it like something short because I am short on time. I want something to be simple and just an introduction course. So I'm going to pick 1 to 4 weeks, which narrow down my results into 350 results. Then I'm going to choose the skills as all. I want all these skills. Then the subtitles, as I'm going to pick English subtitles, but all the results are 350, so this is not going to filter anything. Then the educator as one of these if you want. However, if you are not seeking some specific educator, you can just leave it as it is and choose one of these courses. So you can see all the details about the courses, where you can see this tag on the top right. So this course, for example, has a free trial. This one is new and has a free trial as well. You can see the description of the course on the bottom, and you can see the skills that you will gain, and the most important, the reviews of the course. You can see how many stars it got and how many reviews. So of course you will need something that has higher number of reviews and high ratings. From these results, I can see that this one is the best. However, you can also sort the matches based on the best match or the newest. So I'm going to pick this one, for example. And now you can see more details about this course, like who are the instructors, for example, what is the specialization it's a part of, and you can also see the modules, the rating, the level, the schedule, and the percentage rating of this course, what we will learn, the skills, and also you can see that there are assessments contained in this course, and all the information are here, like the agenda. You can also click on this drop down menu to find each week's content, like the number of videos, the number of readings, the assignments, and you can click on this info so that you can even find the title of each single video of the 20 videos, so you can see detailed agenda about what you are going to learn. You can also see more courses that are related to this course. You can see instructors, you can see the reviews of this course so that you can make sure whether you made a right choice or not. And if you want to apply for this course, you have 3 options. The first one is to buy this course, while the other 2 options is to get this course without paying a penny. And this is done by 2 ways, as we said. The first way is to enroll for free, and if you enrolled for free, you will be able to access all its materials, but you will not be able to access any assigned assessment or any assigned homework, because this requires a teacher to correct it or to assign it for you, and this is only a characterization or a privilege of the paid course. And the second one is that you will not get a certificate at the end of the course. You will just be able to access its material for only 1 week, but after this you will not be able to access the material anymore, and you will not even get a certificate. The third solution, which is being able to learn the course and take the certificate and without paying a penny, which is insane, because this makes Coursera one of the most amazing platforms when it comes to development and courses. This is done by going to the option which says let's search for financial. Here we are, the financial aid. If you clicked on learn more, you will be able to apply for a financial aid, which is a request from you to the instructor or to the responsible for the course, asking him to take this course for free because you are unable to financially pay for it. And most probably like 99% of the applications are accepted uh, by um, by instructors and by courses owners, so there is nothing to worry about. But the only drawback in this way is that you will not be able to take the course before 16 days. You need to wait for 16 days. So if you are in a hurry, you will not be able to take this course this way. And if you try to make a smart move, where you will be able to apply for a financial aid, until this time you will access the material of the course by choosing enroll for free, it will cancel your financial aid. So to be able to be accepted in the financial aid, you will not be able to either enroll or even enroll for free for a week for this course. You will have to wait, and if by any chance you access the material, your financial aid request will be rejected. So if you want to access this financial aid form, you can go to continue to the application. Now you need to insert all this information. However, I don't recommend you to apply if you are going to lie in your application, because this is unethical. So if you are going to apply for a financial aid, you must be someone who actually deserves this financial aid. So just try to answer this information honestly, and if the course owner found you eligible for the financial aid, you will be given this aid. So just insert the education, your current education, and your annual income, then insert the employment status, then insert any description that is related to your current financial situation. And once you are done, you can go to I have reviewed my information, then click on next. Again, don't try to lie in your application, because this is completely unethical. And you can see that you have up to 10 applications to be open together at the same time, because you want, of course, it's just and impractical to apply for more than 10 courses using a financial aid. 10 is more than enough to take free courses with paid certificates without having to pay any money. So once I click on next, you will find that it will ask you how much money you can pay for the selected course. So the higher money you place, the more eligible you are for the financial aid. However, you can place $0, and I have tried this way when I was a student, and I managed to get courses for free for only $0, so it completely works. However, the higher the money you place, the more eligible you are to be accepted in this financial aid. Then you need to answer how will your selected course help you with your goals. You need to link between the objective of this course and your personal objective. Then you just need to check these two check boxes and write the word I agree to the terms above, then check I'm not a robot, then review and apply. And this is the second way through which you can apply for a course on Coursera. Now the second platform that will help you to take courses for free is called Udemy. So I'm going to visit Udemy now and show you how the website works. And now I'm going to just log in few seconds and be back for you. And again, we can see all the disciplines or all different skills on the top that you can choose from, or you can just access the search bar, so you can search for a specific skill. So I'm going to search for data analysis as we did before, so I'm going to access IT and software. I don't think it's here. So I'm going to write it in the search bar. I'm going to write data analysis. And now we've got all these results. So now we can also choose a specific type of language or software that is related to data analysis like Excel or Python, for example, and you can also filter these courses based on the rating. For example, you can also choose courses which are preparatory for certificates only or not. I'm going to choose the course to be 4 stars and above, and this is 10,000 courses. Then I'm going to choose the language as the English language. Then I'm going to choose the hands-on practice. I'm not going to pick something specific, but these are all the practice means that you can choose from. The video duration, I'm going to choose something short because I'm going to show you a specific step that will require short videos to be faster to be explained. So I'm going to choose 0 to 1 hour, which is the majority of the number of courses. Then I'm going to choose I'm going to leave the topic as blank. I'm going to choose the level as beginner. Then I'm going to leave the subtitles, and the price I'm going to pick the free courses only. So it's not like Coursera, all courses are are not free and all of them are paid, but you need to apply for a financial aid. Here the situation is different. It classifies them into two type of courses. The first one is the paid courses and the second one is the free. So of course the paid courses are of higher quality, but there is also an alternative for anyone with a low income or anyone who wants to get like an introduction about a specific skill without having to pay. And by the way, not all free courses are bad. Some of them are even of higher quality than the paid courses. So I'm going to pick the free ones. And now we are ready to see the search results. So these are the results based on our filters. You can see in each one the title, the description, the person who is giving the course, the rating of the course, the number of ratings, the total hours, the number of lectures, and the level. So out of these three first results, by the way, there are more results that you can choose from, but out of these first three results, you can see that this first one is the highest rated, or not the highest. This one is higher, but this one has more ratings, substantially more ratings, and it's short. It has good number of lectures, and it's for beginner. You can also sort them based on the highest rated, the most reviewed, and the newest. So I'm going to pick this one, for example. You can also see the number of students that that enrolled in this course, and you can see what you will learn, the course content, the agenda. You can see the reviews and what people said about it. You can also see the instructors who gave this course, so that now you can see that this course is either a suitable type of course or not for you and for your demands. So if it's a good course for you, you can just go with enroll now, and you will just enroll for this course since it's for free. And now we are inside, so you can see that you can start course from this button, and once you do, you will be transferred to the first session of the course, and you will also be able to move between different places inside the course. And if you finished anything, you can just manually check it up, and you can see that your progress in the course will increase. Now you can also see that there is a description and so on and so forth. So the problem with Udemy is that people sometimes want to get a downloaded version or an offline version of Udemy, but they are not able to do so. So you are obliged to access Udemy each time you want to access this material. You are not able to access this material offline or on your device. However, there is a solution to this situation, but this solution will require me to open Udemy on Microsoft Edge, because it's not available and it's not compatible with Google Chrome. So I'm going to open Microsoft Edge. Then I'm going to search for Udemy downloader extension, and I'm going to choose the one from Microsoft Edge add-ons. Then I'm going to install it. Since it's already installed, I can remove it and reinstall it, but you got the point. And now I'm going to go to Udemy, or I can just directly go to Udemy downloader extension, and it will ask me to log in and restore the extension. So I'm going to Udemy here, then log in and be back for you in a second. Now I'm going to my learning and choose this course. Then I'm going to the extension again and choose Udemy downloader, and now I'm going to click on my courses, then wait for it to initialize. Now it got the course in here, so I'm going to click on get video list, and as you can see, these are 18 videos as the case of the course here. So now it extracted all the videos in from the course to this interface, and all what you need to do to start downloading is to select the videos that you want, or even select all and click on download. So just for reference, I'm going to deselect all, then choose one video and click on download. Then it will start downloading this video successfully to your device so that you can watch it offline if you want. As simple as it is. So these are the most two platforms that I prefer when it comes to courses. Now going back a large step back to LinkedIn again. There is only one thing that I forgot to tell you about, which is in the skills, and it's called endorsements. So if I clicked on show all 22 skills, you can see that some of these skills have what is called endorsements, like these skills for example. So endorsements are basically like a credibility provided by other people on your LinkedIn account that you possess or own this skill. So for example, people who are following me and I'm following them on LinkedIn can go to my profile and click on endorse on a specific skill, so that they are witnesses that I have this skill. And the higher endorsements you've got, the more credible that this skill is possessed by you, and recruiters will believe that you have this skills indeed, because you have many witnesses saying that you have this skill. So this is how you can build a powerful profile. Now if you want to get jobs on LinkedIn, you can get jobs by one of two ways. The first one is signaling, and the second one is screening. So these two methods are methods provided by companies so that they can get candidates. Signaling is basically, or let's start with the screening. Screening is basically by the company itself doing all the research. So they search for people on LinkedIn, and if they found your profile good enough, they will send you a message like the one I got now, asking you to join their organization or their team, because they find that you are a good fit to them. The second way is the signaling, and in signaling, companies post or publish a job opportunity, and you will have to apply for it to be considered. And to be honest, the most or the majority of the opportunities are in type 2, which is the signaling. And in order to access job opportunities or ads, you can go to jobs on LinkedIn, where you will be able to find jobs that LinkedIn believe are related to you by your job description, by your profile, and by the description of the job itself. And the more proof that these jobs are related to me are that many connections that I have work in these places, which means that these places are related to me, because connections are also related to me. It's not wise to get connections with people out of your business or out of your career type. You need to get connections on the same industry. So all what you need to do is to click on the job opportunity, where you will be able to see the details about the job. So you can see the location, when it was posted, how many people applied. You can also see the type of job, it's full-time. You can save or apply, and you can also drag down so that you can know who of your connects work there, about the job description, the responsibilities, the qualifications, and about the company itself. And if you are ready to apply, you can click on apply in here, and it will direct you to an application to fill and to apply successfully to this job. Being successful is not only related to your online presence and to your career and to the current job or the job that you are going to be accepted in. There are so many aspects and so many views of how to be successful, and if you want to be aware of these views and these sides and the faces of being a successful person, then I would recommend you to subscribe to our channel, because every day and every time it posts useful videos and useful content that will help you to promote your life and to enhance your lifestyle to be a successful person. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and see more content of what we provide and offer. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in more content and videos. Until then, take care.